Alrighty, now that I have an engine and transmission for the bus, I can start working out how to get it into the bus. However, I can't leave it hanging from the gantry forever, so I made up this stand for the engine using leftover steel from when I made the gantry. Seeing as the engine is on a stand, I decided to put it on the back of a trailer and take it around to my friend's place who has a pressure washer. After about half an hour, I was able to remove most of the built up grease and dirt, and as you can see, I copped some of that on my face. Now I can check over the engine to see what needs repairing. I already knew the ring gear was needing to be replaced, so after removing the gearbox and taking the flywheel off, I was able to clearly see the gears have been stripped. The ring gear is what the starter motor turns around to start the engine, and over time it can wear down and need replacing. One of the rear engine mounts that sit under the automatic transmission seems pretty worse for wear, and so I called up a truck parts supplier, told them what I wanted, and I received this. They look nothing like the ones I told them I needed, and as you can see side by side, they aren't what I was after. When I called them back about this, they said this is the replacement as they don't make the original anymore. I kind of accepted this and would try and make it work when I got around to installing the engine into the bus. I'm glad I only purchased one side as they cost 300 Australian dollars for one side. I could have sent them back at the time, but I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. I had a break from the bus for a few months, and when I was at an estate auction, I came across this engine hoist. This looked like exactly what I needed for putting the engine into the bus. I bought it because of the bottom layout of the wheels, but I knew I would need to modify the upper section to be able to safely lift the engine. So I ended up making these frames that sat under the engine, and using existing bolt holes under the engine, I was able to connect them sturdily. You can see they are not yet attached to the hoist, but are hanging from the engine. I then placed two vertical poles behind these arms and supported them with some angle iron, making a triangle. I created some fingers coming off the arms that would be connected to the rear of the poles using hitch pins. I used some small angle iron to create a series of slots that allowed me to adjust the arms vertically, and the fingers had 3 holes so I could adjust the arms horizontally. Finally, I added a cross member in the middle and installed a jack that allowed the angle of the engine to be adjusted. I also put a dolly wheel right at the back center in case I needed to adjust the angle. Here you can see the engine is no longer on the stand and the hoist is holding it fine. I then attached the automatic transmission and everything seems okay. The hoist and its modifications are holding up and seem very stable. So that's the plan. This is how I intend on installing the engine into the bus, but that is going to be covered in another video. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you think this is going to work when I attempt to put it in. Until next time, bye!